Live on MLB Network, this is Game 3 of the League Championship Series. It's Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports. But even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. If you go down 3-0 in any series, you're fighting nearly an impossible uphill battle. Feels like the series kind of rides on this game right here.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2019 Chicago Cubs.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matty, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
John Gray will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, the pride and joy of the Oklahoma Sooners. Former first-round draft pick by the Colorado Rockies. Big, strong guy, John Gray. 96 to up at 100 miles an hour. Good, hard breaking ball, and his changeup has gotten better every year that he's pitched. The key for John Gray, throwing strikes. If he keeps the ball in the strike zone at 98 to 100 miles an hour, he is really tough to hit.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Here's Corey Seager. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. One and one to the Dodgers leadoff man. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Stepping in now, Chris Taylor. It's a swinging bunt up the line, but that one rolls foul. Looking to get something to the right side with that leadoff man at second to start the ball game. The 0-1 pitch. Changeup in for a strike. Taylor Originally from the state of Virginia, he was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here comes the first pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. That's 3-1 now as that misses down and in.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
The 3-2 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in there. Base hit. The relay throw. Throw won't get him.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a breaking ball. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Hard hit at third. Right to Bryant. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm definitely excited to see Addison Russell play. He's hit 2 home runs so far in this series already, so you know he's feeling really good about himself. You can bet they were talking about him in the pitchers meeting before the game, so their focus is on him, and so is mine.
Walker Buehler gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's take a look at Jock Peterson. He can play both corners, but his calling card is center field, where he can track down a lot of balls gap to gap and got a strong enough arm to throw guys out at the plate.
Leading off for the Cubs, Center fielder, George Springer.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. 2 balls and a strike.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. The 3-1 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
This pitch is popped up. Turner is calling for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third.
And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. Standing in, Chris Bryant. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit sharply on the ground. Backhanded. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Striding in, Justin Turner. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's gone 3 for 11. He also has 1 home run. First offering on its way. And he takes ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Hit hard down the line. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single.
The right fielder, number 66.
So striding forward now, Yasiel Puig. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Turner on at first. Nobody out. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's Jock Peterson now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. The 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Austin Barnes, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Here comes the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Coming to the plate now, Austin Barnes. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. Barnes, a California-born ball player. He was a 9th-round pick back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
A ball and a strike now. One and two now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's ball 2.
And the changeup is way low that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full. 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be two. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
First baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Into the corner and slicing foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Now the payoff pitch home is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone! Solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. His first homer here in the series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Here's Javier Baez.
Second baseman.
As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball. No outs, nobody on. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Scorched to third. Turner's got it on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
2-1. Here now the 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Here's Addison Russell. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Now the 1-0 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
The 2-0 fouled off. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Wilson Contreras would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. There's ball 4.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Finds the zone. Strike 1.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Barnes is after it, and the throw to first ends the inning. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Walker Buehler, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The pitcher number 64, Walker.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Soft liner towards center, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Here's Corey Seager as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He doubled to open up the ball game. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Center fielder number 3.
Next up for Los Angeles, Chris Taylor looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Buehler, base runner at first with one out. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ballgame. In now is Anthony Rendon, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Misses. Ball 2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Got him swinging in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. 0-1 the count. The 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And it's 1-2.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. Swing and oh my, hit him with the high. Looking up is Contreras into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run shot to left center, his second home run of the series, and with it they've leapt in front now 3-1.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was 1 strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
Into the box now, Justin Turner, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Three runs already home here. One and one to count. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Line to the right side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now is Yasiel Puig as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
Here's Jock Peterson now as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Turner at third, Puig at second with 2 gone. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The 2-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Here now the 2-2 is taken, ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Payoff pitch on its way. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's 3-1 LA. Next to hit will be the pitcher, John Gray. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Strike 2 swinging. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. George Springer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now here it comes. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Springer, playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the 1st round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
3rd inning here. 3-1 our score. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Bryce Harper.
So in now for Chicago, Bryce Harper. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
The 2-1 is taken for strike 2.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate. He has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
The 2-2 hit in the air out to straightaway left. Peterson giving chase. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Liner towards second. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Standing in now, Walker Buehler. Now a bunt attempt here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Here's Corey Seager. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Ball and no strikes. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit up.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
The 2-0. Outside and low. 3-0. Chris Taylor will be next. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And they won't let him walk that easily, as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. Barnes, the runner at second with 1 away. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Center fielder number 3, Chris Taylor.
Stepping into the box, Chris Taylor. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing here and a little looper. Rizzo on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The second baseman number 2.
Striding into the box, Anthony Rendon. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
Outside, that's a ball.
They'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Full count still. Here's the payoff pitch. Lined hard toward right center. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 1, if not both of them, home. And the second run is in. It's now a 5-1 game.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
In now, Cody Bellinger, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
Too high, and it's 3-0. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Kyle Hendricks answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Justin Turner will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Five runs, 10 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Two 2-0 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Turner in front at 3 balls and a strike.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Here comes the payoff pitch. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Dodgers lead this one 5-1. Leading off the inning, Chris Bryant, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. A fastball that just misses inside. Bryant is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard. Throwing to second, but he'll be in there with a double. So it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
From the belt, the pitch. Too low, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
A changeup over the inside corner.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Javier Baez is on deck. Called strike, and that'll run it full. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
The next Cub up, Javier Baez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
That evens it up 1-1. Bryant over at second. Rizzo on at first with nobody out. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle.
In now,
Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber. First time up, he went down looking. He's set, and the pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. From the stretch. And a neck-high fastball that time. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Here's Addison Russell, reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First pitch on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
high for a ball. It's 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground is short. He's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. They're down 5-1. Ready for another shot now. Yasiel Puig, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Popped up. Baez waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned. Here's Jock Peterson now. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's gone 2 for 8. He's taken him deep once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good bite to the sinker there as it's chopped foul at home plate.
Nope,
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Barnes.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Well, if you can throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
0-1. Here it comes. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They're up 5-1. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. A Ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Albert Almora will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Almora.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. A ball and a strike. Almora, just 24 years of age. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Center fielder number 4, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Now the 1-0. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Almora stands at first with 1 out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
At the plate, Bryce Harper. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. They're down here 5-1. Cole Hamels takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 35, Cole Hamels.
Andrew Toles will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Andrew Toles.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Pitch on the way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. 2-2. The 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Here's Corey Seager. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Center fielder number 3, Chris Taylor.
Settling in now, Chris Taylor. He flew out in his last at bat. Hamels is ready. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. To 1-2 now.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. Dodgers down in order. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Kenta Maeda enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 18, Kenta Maeda.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda. He's gone 3 for 4.
Chris Bryant.
First delivery to him on the way. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 0-1 pitch. A high fastball is in there. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Now another 1-2. A fastball that just misses inside.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Now at the plate, Javier Baez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Two out, nobody on. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Ready now, Anthony Rendon. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels.
Anthony Rendon.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Cody Bellinger will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. from the stretch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Justin Turner waits on deck. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's 1st and 2nd with nobody out.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. 1st and 2nd, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Digging in, Justin Turner. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Rendon at second. Bellinger at first with no outs. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
In now is Yasiel Puig as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. That misses. 2-0. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. There's 1. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. Dodgers out in front, 5-1. Now in the box, Kyle Schwarber. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Seager ranging into the outfield. 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Addison
At the
Russell.
plate, Addison Russell. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Bellinger is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Wilson Contreras. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Here comes the first pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Taylor is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. They're down 5-1. So coming to the plate, Jock Peterson. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Jock Peterson.
First pitch on its way. Up around the face. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Hamels ready with the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first down.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Stepping in now, Austin Barnes. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And this is taken in easily, and just like that, 2 are gone to start the 8th inning.
Up next for the Dodgers, pitcher
Matt Kemp will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Matt Kemp.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Previously against Cole Hamels, he's just 1 for 6. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Well hit to right, but foul. Hamels is ready. Here's the 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. Harper on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They're up 5-1. Scott Alexander is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 75, Scott Alexander.
Victor Caratini is going to grab a bat now and hit for the pitcher, Hamels. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And the pitch. swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The 1-2 is a sinker that misses for a ball. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box now, George Springer, and he fouls this one off. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he lays off for ball 1. So 1-1. Hits this one hard the other way. Rendon has it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Right fielder number 34.
Here's Bryce Harper now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Here's Chris Bryant now. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Harper is off of first with 2 away. And he struck him out. 1 left for the Cubs. They're down here 5-1. Welcome back to MLB Network. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the 9th inning is set to get underway. Pedro Strop enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Corey Seager. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Digging in, Chris Taylor. His career line against Pedro Strop. He's 1 for 5. Here comes the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. One out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Two-one pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
In now is Anthony Rendon. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
2 out, nobody on. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Number 46 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 46.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll lead things off here in the 9th with his guys in danger of falling into a very difficult to escape 3-0 deficit. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. Here it comes, 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
Now to the plate, Javier Baez. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 0-1 pitch. Nope. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hey. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Line drive to center field. Taylor is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Now batting, Kyle Schwarber. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 1-0. And a breaking ball stays outside. Now it's 2-0.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Los Angeles Dodgers take a commanding 3-0 lead here in the League Championship Series. Walker Buehler earns the victory on the mound. John Gray couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time to the